Hi everyone, welcome to the Deep Learning tutorial by Transpire Online. In this video we will discussing about the deep learning algorithms that has been widely used in the industrials to solving complex problems. The different topics which is covering under this video is, what is meant by deep learning, understanding how neural network works, training and testing functions, what are the limitations and advantages. Finally you will get an idea about the various deep learning applications. For that let's get started. Deep learning has become one of the most ability technologies in the last decades. It has been widely used in various sectors of business to use human task. Recently cameras on smartphones contains an face recognition app. All these are done under a technique known as deep learning. Initially we may be known about what is in deep learning. The deep learning is a subset of machine learning, the machine learning which falls under the large umbrella of artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence is a technique that enables a machine which mimics the human behavior. The machine learning is a technique to achieve artificial intelligence through algorithms that trained with data. Finally, deep learning is the type of machine learning inspired by the structure of human brain. Let's understand deep learning by one of the major term known as neural network, which is assigned to solve complex data-driven problems. The processing of neural network is which the neural network takes data, train themselves and to recognize the pattern and predict the output to the new set of similar data. The whole concept of deep learning is based on human brain. The human brain consists of billions of staff called neurons. The basic unit of computation in a neural network is a neuron, and it is also known as node. The neurons receives input from some other nodes and computes an output. The input has an associated weight and bias. For the working of the neural network, let us considering three leaves which are not identical. The human brain can easily identify, but what have the computer had identified? For that deep learning comes in. Let us construct the neural network with each image is prescribed under 28 by 28 pixels. That amount to the total of 784 pixels. The term neurons which transforms the information in each of 784 pixels is processing under the neurons through the layers of neural network. This forms an input layer, and on the other end we have the output layer. The hidden layer is existing between these two layers. The information is transformed from one layer to another layer through the connecting channels. The bias added to the weighted sum of inputs in the neurons which then applied to the function is known as the activation function. The activation function determines the activation neurons get activated. Every activated neurons has an information with the following layers. The weight and bias are continuously accomplished for the well-trained network. Therefore, in simply a neural network function is when some input data is fed to it. This data is then processed via layers of perceptrons to produce a desired output. Training set, validation set, and testing set. The optimal decision are taken under the basis of data. We divide the data set into three categories as training, validation, and testing sets. The training set is used to train the model parameters like weight and bias in the case of neural network. The validation set is used to design optimal values of model hyperparameters, that is model type, model architecture, learning or training related parameters. The testing set is used to get an assessment and performance of final model on real-world data. The advantages of deep learning IA about easily identifies trends and patterns, no human intervention needed, continuous improvement, handling multi-dimensional and multi-variety data and wide applications. And the disadvantages of deep learning is data acquisition, time and resources, interpretation of results, high error susceptibility. Let us see some of the prime applications of deep learning: drug discovery and better diagnostics of disease in healthcare, image processing, robotics and self-driving cars, portfolio management and prediction of stock price movements, weather forecasting, speech recognition and earthquake prediction. With the development of deep learning algorithms, the complex task is much better and very easy. That's why deep learning is become more and more popular in those days. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe our channel and click the bell icon for new notifications. Happy learning through Transpire Online.